Yeah, here we go. I see some geometry in here that already makes me think we might run into troubles in FEA world of SolidWorks.
Hey, absolutely. Yeah, it's a pretty simple model, but it's a great one for FEA and kind of showing these comparisons here with it. And so it's a rubber boot you're doing on
Mm-hmm.
there, and so right now you have half of it on there. If we can do symmetry, let's do symmetry. Let's not spend longer than we have to. But
Totally.
really, hey, and yeah, this is a simulation where you kind of take the center rod of this boot, bring it up and stretch it, and then bring it out at an angle and fold it upon itself. So you have
Whoa.
okay some rubber nonlinearities, you have some contact within itself on it, but nothing but nothing too crazy like what SIMULIA can do with a car crash. So, we can do kind of a comparison
Yeah.
between
I
them
mean
with it. So it's
that's crazy on the SIMULIA side. On the SolidWorks side, I already see this, and I'm like, okay, rubber. We're talking different nonlinear material models, so maybe something hyperelastic. So we're talking simulation premium, and that's where the nonlinear model is in SolidWorks. But it's the most common reason too that I see a SolidWorks user go, "Hey, I want more FEA power." Is like I'm in the nonlinear realm. Here we've got some geometry that maybe I don't want a tetrahedral mesh, maybe, but I'm stuck with that in SolidWorks. And then I always look at how much geometric nonlinearity you have too. So you mentioned this moves quite far, like folds on itself. Is that right?
yep. So fold upon itself there. So I don't want to give too much away, but I'll jump to the finished result here on this one. We'll
Okay, yeah, we
it is
like
a
some
pretty large
resolution on
result
that
because
one though.
we just need to see. We need to keep people here for a second. See some results, see some pretty pictures here. It's a decent size results file, so it'll take a second for it to
I
load up
bet.
there.
So you've
But yeah,
got
but that
you've got
yeah,
some
go ahead.
remote fixturing here. You've got your symmetry, and then is that a fixture that I see in the middle, or is that a loading in the
Yeah, so
pink?
there in the middle, it's basically described displacement loading that has on
Okay.
there, and so it's like, hey, basically controlling the movement of that shaft
Woo, okay.
on it.
Let me ask
And
you
I'll
this
maybe
too. How about the connection between the shaft and the boot? Is that bonded together, or is that a
Yep. So
split?
that one's just yeah. So that one's just bonded here in this case. The main contacts are going to be kind of that folding upon itself down here. Now,
Okay.
as you can see on here, I mean, SolidWorks simulation can solve this, but I would say this is kind of like that the upper threshold of like the nonlinearities that it can solve on there with it.
Yeah,
And
that's
even
fair. That's fair to
yeah,
say.
and it
And I like to point out here that the self-contact is pretty cool. That you didn't split those faces it didn't look like. It's folding over on itself, right?
Yeah, so folding on itself, technically it's different faces there in the
Okay.
software. I set up a bunch of manual contact interactions. In
Did you?
Simulia, you just put in like one click for general contact and it does it on
Yeah.
there. But yeah, I mean, because you're looking at like, hey, what can be solved in SolidWorks simulation versus like, hey, if it can be structurally solved, it can be solved in Simulia. But then you're also looking at like solve time, like because we can do the same problem in Simulia and SolidWorks, but I think this was about like a 5 hour solve time
Okay. In
here in
SolidWorks.
SolidWorks on there, and that's with getting enough mesh elements to like your results about 2 elements through the thickness, kind of your general rule of thumb with your
Yeah.
ones there. And then Simulia, this was about like a 25-minute solve.
No
Just kind of the
way.
same problem there.
Is
Yep.
that, hold
So
on, is that with the built-in cores? I believe you get 8 cores, Simulia,
yep.
embedded in the license, right? All right, so is that
Yeah. So
25 minutes? Is that with those 8 cores?
yep. So that's with the built-in 8 cores. It
That's
was a
crazy.
25 minutes there, but it's wild. Yeah, with the acceleration hardware when you have like a lot bigger problems on it. There's like I have to. They change them every so often there, but I think they're at like 192 or 196 max cores, like for
Yeah,
you to
after you
like
spend some
ramp more
credits
cloud
and
computing, and it's like two terabytes of RAMs. Like, all right, it's like let's buckle down. So
that's
it's
just
cool,
wild. Well,
which you
those
can't do
eight,
that in SolidWorks simulation, but
no, of course, yeah. Those 8 cores, you have the option, right, to just use 8 of your cores or use 8 cloud cores, right?
correct,
And
correct.
that's all just included in the regular license. So that 25 minutes, do you is that pretty comparable if you were to solve it on your machine or solve in the cloud, or do you know which one it's solved on?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like I said, it was a couple weeks ago that I did it on
Yeah,
there. I think I threw that one in the cloud just because I didn't want to use up
why
my
not?
resources. You do other stuff, do it on
Yeah,
there with it. But it's pretty comparable if you're using the cores. 'Cause I said 8 cores local or 8 cores cloud on there, just kind of out of the box. And so maybe my clock speeds are a little bit lower on my laptop than what they have in their cloud computing stuff there. But it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice there.
Okay.